Okay, apparently the person I'm trying to reach is currently unavailable, so I'll have to try and ring Gods again in a minute. Gods, come on! Come on, Gods! We've got a game to do here. Unless he's ripped again. We'll find out. Sorry for this. Okay, apparently needs to restart. Okay, right. Okay, you know what? We're gonna forget about Gods and we're gonna focus on the Dota because that's what you guys have come here for. And well, we're kind of in luck. The draft it's not been a quick one. Okay, Secret. They're gonna grab themselves the Quap as well. So, okay, the Quap and the Shadow Fiend. I like it. I like it. These are two heroes that are Secret. They do love to play. And Cloud9, they've got to bring their A game. Now, obviously, with the fact that they've got this Tusk and they've got the PL, the A game is certainly going to be there. But we'll see how, especially how the lanes as well come out from the side of Team Secret. You know, they've got a bit of flexibility now with this Quap into the draft. And what Cloud9 will now pick up against the Queen of Pain. Let's have a look here. They're thinking about this one. They've got Bone7, of course. He's been doing all the drafting here at the Mars Dota TV League, and it's going to be the Dazzle. Now, we've seen, in fact, this exact combo run by, it was Team Secret. I believe it was in the quarterfinals, I want to say, of this tournament. And we've seen a lot of other teams too. We've seen it at the Summit. The Dazzle PL is pretty disgusting. You know, you throw that in with the Tusk that's going to allow more heroes to get in close and personal, and the idea is you doppelganger aggressively, you heal bomb the illusions surrounding the hero on the enemy side, and the amount of physical burst damage can be pretty insane. You know, in all stages of the game, to be fair. You know, Dazzle is a very strong hero to have, and Cloud9, they're going to be happy to have that one under their belt. Team Secret now, with this fourth pick, we've got all their 3 cores already lined up, so I'm guessing it is going to be the Artor Shadow Fiend and the S4 Quap. I mean, that's how I'm seeing it coming out so far here from the side of Secret. Of course, if Gods was here, he would be able to tell me otherwise and give me some of his A-grade insight, but he's not. God damn you, David. He'll be here soon. Don't worry. He's just restarting his computer and he'll be able to join me. But fourth pick now for the side of Team Secret into this one. Let's see what do they favor? What do they fancy today? Going up against the side of Cloud9, you know, talking about the teams themselves, Secret obviously has got to this point, hasn't dropped a single game. Cloud9, they've had a little bit more of a rockier kind of getting to this point, but yesterday we saw the power of them. It was a 2-for-1 against the side of IG. They did indeed lose one game kind of badly. It was a game where, it was one of those games where it was a classic Cloud9 game. Everything just kind of didn't go to plan. But then, you know, in the other 2 games, they played absolutely on point. You couldn't really floor any of the players' performances. Eternal Envy's farm was insane. And I was actually having a look before this game at the stats, how the kind of the farm measures between these 2 teams. It's interesting to know at the moment, throughout the tournament, in terms of, there was the gold per minute I was looking at, averaging out the games. Arteezy is top at the moment. He's 603 GPM. He's the highest in this tournament in terms of averages. And when you look at the kind of the core positions of Cloud9, EE comes in at 564 and Fata at 522. So obviously Arteezy, you wouldn't really expect anything less from him. He's going to be at the top of the board, especially I guess with the fact that obviously he's had more wins as well. So there's going to be a little bit of skewing in terms of GPM. And well, there we go. 4th pick for Secret. It's a Nagasara. Well, I'm guessing it's got to be a Nagasara support here. We have, I believe, I can't remember what team it was. I remember about a few months ago, we saw one of the top tier teams running the Quap as kind of a roaming hero, which actually worked out in the game. I want to say it was Pycat. I'm pretty sure it was Pycat who pulled off kind of this roaming support Quap, which was incredibly interesting, and it worked out at the end of the day. But as a, you know, it's more likely that the Naga will be in that kind of support position this game. But as I said, Team Secret, they're one of the teams that a lot of people love because they always bring something new to the game. They've got a very flexible hero pool. It's very hard for other teams to read them, and very hard for other teams to draft against them as well. But we'll see how well Cloud9 can do here. They still need their 4th pick for the side now, following up with the Dazzle, the PL, and the Tusk. And let's indeed see what they've got. And here we go. Hello, Gods! Oh, no. Okay, no. So, there's no Gods. Right, okay, back to the draft. Invoke, okay. Okay, we saw the Fata Invoker again. I believe they picked this up in the quarterfinals. And I can't remember if it was in the game that they won. I want to say it wasn't. You guys will know. But even so. So obviously Fatih's a fan of the old Invoker, and Cloud9 now off the back of this one. Still looking to pick up that second support, as we will imagine, of course, see the Tusk on the solo lane. What's the secret? They're going to ban out the Spirit Breaker. I think it's a fair cop, you know, looking at their lineup so far. If you have someone like the SB coming in and bashing them all about, especially heroes like the Shadow Fiend, and the Quad, to be fair, two heroes that are probably going to look to build BKB eventually, especially against a lineup with Invoker. They don't want to have to worry about, you know, a Spirit Breaker charging around as well. But it's certainly nice to see a bit more Invoker. And interesting to see how he just decides to go in terms of builds. You know, there's a lot of flexibility with the Invoker builds we've seen. Most of the times we do just see them, of course, opt to work item-wise towards the Necro book, and just so they can have that early fighting power, and especially with, you know, obviously with the mana burn and the Necro, level 3 Necro, it's going to be very nice against heroes like the Shadow Fiend, who might be picking up the mechanism. It's going to make it very hard for whoever is on this SF this game to get off the mech and the raises. Enigma's going to be the final ban here for Cloud9, recognizing the secret. They probably are still just looking for this puppy hero. And well, Secret, running out of time here. Let's see what they pick up here for the final selection here. Here we go. So, indeed, yeah, okay, so, yeah, it is going to be Kuroki, Naga, almost certainly, looking at their kind of history of games, the side of Team Secret. And Team Secret now with this final pick, it's going to be the Crystal Maiden, ladies and gentlemen. Crystal Maiden, it's coming back. Well, I'd say it's coming back. We haven't seen that much. This is like one of the games, but, well, CM, you know, it's a hero that we don't see a lot. But, well, let's see. If a team's going to make it work, Secret, they're certainly the boys to do it. So, here we go. CM with the final pick for Team Secret. And now for Cloud9. Cloud9, what is the plan here? What do they do against this? They've seen Secret's hand. How are they going to react to it? Oh, Cloud9, give us something flashy as well. Something spectacular. Lots of action. Come on. Give us the action. Give us the go. Still just waiting for God. Let's see. We'll get gods on the line sooner or later. Don't worry. You won't have to suffer me on my own for too much longer. Well, I'll have someone to talk to. I've got you guys to talk to. You know, you're a friendly bunch. It's a bit of a kind of one-sided conversation. You don't really say too much back to me. I look in the chat, all I'm seeing are tooths and the weird Azubu emotes, but it's fine. And there we go. So final pick is going to be the puck. So, let's have a look at the sides here. It's indeed going to be the Puppy CM. There will be the Artor, Shadow Fiend, and almost certainly going to be the Kuroki, Naga, the S4 Quap, and that's leaving Young Master Zai on that off-lane Clockwork. Side of Cloud9, we've got EE picking up the PL. It'll be Fata here on that mid lane Invoker. And we'll see which way around they want to delegate the supports. And it's going to be not the Tusk solo off lane, by the looks of it, with the puck picked up. You know, we'd imagine to see Puck in that position instead. So a little bit different to the way that some of the teams are running it. But as I said, going into this game, the stats, they're certainly back in Cloud9 in terms of hero strengths. You know, the fact that this Tusk hero, he's got over 90% win rate in this tournament. Now, you got to mess that up, you got to do something spectacular about it. Right, what's going on? My mic's, oh dear. Okay, so apparently we're having mic issues here with God, so hopefully he will be able to join me. Okay. just give me a bell if you can join. Right. Okay, so we might be lacking gods for this game, so I do apologize. Hopefully we can do our best here with the game. And we'll see how it goes. Obviously solo cards before, and we'll be able to have a huge amount of insight coming in on game 2. But for the time being, we're going to see if Gods is able to fix it up, and we should be able to get him in. And Artur Babor, enjoy your low priority. Whoa! EE coming out with the flames here. Arteezy, he's having none of it. He's having none of it at all. And we should, hopefully... Well, what's up with the pause? Do we actually have a reason here for this pause? Is it just these two guys having a bit of a laugh? I mean, this is a game, obviously a lot of hype surrounding this one. Secret versus Cloud9. A lot of people very excited to see how this one pans out. Obviously, so far on the odds, you know, they do favor the side of Team Secret, but if there was ever a large Western team to provide an upset, it's going to be Cloud9. And let's see if they can do anything here today against the side of Secret. On the side of Cloud9, It will be Big Daddy No Tail. Heading down towards the bottom lane here on the Tusk. It will be Bone7, of course, on the Puck. Fata on his Invoker. Misery will be playing the Dazzle. And that, of course, leaves young Jackie Mao on the PL. Over on the side of Secret, we're going to be having Artur on his Shadow Fiend. Zai will be on the Clockwork. You got Kuroki on his support. Naga. Puppy on the CM. And finally, S4, of course, on this core Queen of Pain. So we're going to... None of that kind of pie cat roaming support Queen of Pain shenanigans that I was talking about in the draft. Not today. But the game is getting underway, and let's see what kicks off at the beginning. We're going to see the side of Secret, kind of gravitating here around the bottom lane. They want to try and secure this bottom rune. C9, well, Big Daddy No Tail was able to make a little bit of a trip there and did manage to get out this Observer Ward here, which is going to provide them very nice vision on the offlane. And it looks like at the moment that is going to be where Big Daddy will base himself, and I'm sure Bone7 is going to head down there as well. So they're going to be running dual lanes by the looks of it, Cloud9, with the Dazzle PL in the safe lane, and with the Puck Tusk on the offlane. Side of Secret, of course, this Artur on this position 1 Shadow Fiend. If that's where they want to put him and get S4 on the mid, there's going to be the Ice Shards coming out. That's C9. They want to try and contest this one. Bone7, he's going to have to run though. He's got the orb. He's not going to go down, but there's no way that he can try and take this rune away from the side of Secret. And here we go. So, yeah, so it's going to be Artur here on that mid lane Shadow Fiend. And we are going to see the position 1 co-op this game by the looks of it. Puffy just getting the block here for Artur. Giving him some space, giving him some time. And let's see what they can do in this match. It's going to be a bit of a clash here. Zai, he's on the off-lane clock. What's he dealing with? It's dual lane at the moment, both the PL and the Dazzle. And finally, on this bottom lane, they're dealing with the Bone7 Puck and Big Daddy No Tail here on the Tusk. Being as sneaky as possible here. And, well, here we go. Trying to harass them back out the lane. Bone7 doing what he can. And so this Kuroki support Naga. I've seen it a couple of times before. And let's see how much he's able to achieve this game. Zai, he's going to get a fair bit of harassment here from Dazzle. Pretty strong lane support. It's going to allow EE the space and time he needs on this PL to get his early levels and early farm. And Kuroki, well, he's just giving Big Daddy No Tail the odd little bit of a rundown here. Giving him a bit of a riptide and a bit of a right click as he forces Tusk right out the lane and right off their side of the map. So far in the mid lane, Artur versus Fata. How's it going? 6 for 2 against the Invokers, 2 for 0. Got himself a couple of creeps secured up here. But all things said and done, looking very good for the RTZ Babeezy. And, well, it's, again, this is obviously the best of 3 series here. And the winner will go against, spoiler warning, if you guys didn't see the other semi-finals early on today, and will be against the side of Empire, who were able to take down Vici Gaming. And Misery just looking for a bit of a wraparound here still. Yet to hit level 2 here, so all he can offer really is a couple of right clicks. Now he hits the 2, gets the poison touch straight out into Zai. So far, S4 and EE both farming pretty much at the same rate here. Nothing too different in terms of farm going between the sides, and Misery just keeping Zai as low as he can. The Clock was finding the levels, and a little bit of a higher rate than Puck here. Bone7 on the offlane. Kuroki, he's still sniffing out Big Daddy. Big Daddy trying to be as sneaky as he can in this jungle, but at the moment, not a lot being achieved here by No Tail. But we'll see what he's able to bring into the game when he starts to go for a bit of action. And we're going to have a pause here. Classic Jackie Mao pause. We had a pause yesterday because he needed the loo. This time it's just for the hotkey. So, a little bit more of an understandable one. So, we'll have that. Yeah, 10 seconds. 10 seconds EE. This is, I'd say we're about 12 now at the moment. The EE pause. There we go. We're good to go. We're good to get ourselves back on with this game. And, oh, I can feel it. We're building up. We're waiting for the action to kick off between these sides, because once it does, it certainly won't stop Kuroki. Coming in here. He's going to have a few punches from Big Daddy No Tail. Just riptiding him back. Bone7 as well. The CS for him. Looking all right. 6 for 0 at the moment. Mid lane. Zai. Potentially thinking about a bit of a wraparound onto Fata here. Seeing what he can do. But it's going to be the old walking gank. He's only got a point in the cogs and the rocket flare. He's still not spent his... Oh, God, sorry! I'm sorry! We missed first blood. They get a kill in return. That Sunstrike's going to be a big one. It's going to be 2 heroes down for the side of Cloud9, 1 for the side of Secret. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's not miss this one, because mid lane, Zai's trying to come in for a bit of a walk down. But, yeah, apologies. I can't be thrown into the deep end here, the fact that we have no gods and we're getting on with it. But, and it's very early. God, British people don't do early mornings, I'll tell you that. But anyway, 2 for 1 here for the side of Cloud9. And Zai wasn't really able to achieve that much there with that rotation as well. So the fact that he kind of missed out on a lot on the top lane, and the fact that Bone 7 was able to involve himself there in a couple of kills, getting himself a kill and assist under his belt. Cloud9 are going to be very, very happy with that position that they've begun here. And still the fact that EE, top of the farm board at the moment, 22 for 7. Looking very, very strong indeed at the moment for the side of Cloud9 in terms of starting. But always worth to note that Arteezy, he's... I'd want to be kind of put this lightly, but he's kind of destroying this Invoker in the mid lane. You got 24 for 10 on the Arteezy SF and 9 for 1 on the Invoker. That's not great. And, well, KuroKy might get caught out here. Bone 7's coming in as well with the rotation. KuroKy's been trapped up here by the Ice Shards. Bone 7 will be able to grab himself the bounty rune. KuroKy just holding back the Tusk, but well, BDM just snowballs straight back out of that. And now S4's coming in. He's got the dagger slow onto BDM, but he needs to be careful himself because Bone 7's actually bringing the quap incredibly low. KuroKy's still trying to do what he can here with the Riptide, chasing down the Puck, but Puck will be able to phase shift. And he's going to pop the south for a little bit. There's going to be a defensive Ice Shards coming out just to ensure that it's going to be a little bit more difficult for the side of Secret to chase that one down. But there we go. No one's going to die there. Arteezy as well. Looks like he was having to deal with a fair bit of harassment in the mid lane. Just going to be a Rocket Flare flying out, scouting this out for Arteezy, making sure there's no supports behind the Invoker. And he's going to be able to salve himself up and continue his dominance here in the mid lane. 24 for 10 on the SF top lane. He just sending out the harassment onto Zai. Zai's got the mango. He's ready for everything. And of course, we did have to see Big Daddy and Bone 7 head back to the bases. So this is going to give a lot of space for S4. He did leave the lane there to try and contest that rune. And mid lane, well, Big Daddy TP's in, but at the same time he TP's in, a flare flies through very nicely from Zai. And this is very, very, very smart play here from the Clockwork. Just securing a little bit of safety, a little bit of a... just the comfort of knowing what's going on behind that tower here for Arteezy. Still, Big Daddy. He's actually going to wrap back round towards the mid lane. Maybe looking for an ice charge. I mean, the distance is there. They could certainly trap Arteezy out, and Arteezy's going to be in trouble here. The cold star's being thrown down. Oh, the ice charge. They're just a little bit too short, and at the same time, Misery and EE, they go in hard on the top lane, and they find a kill onto Zai. So even though Big Daddy messes up, he just misaims the ice charge there in the mid lane. The rest of his team on the top lane are able to find themselves a kill, and oh, god damn! Bottom lane, 2 for 3. 2 for 3 as KuroKy and S4 do pick themselves up a kill. Oh, top lane, EE, hello. He's got himself a haste rune, and Arteezy realizes it's probably best to TP out of this one. The Sunstrike won't hit. They weren't expecting the immediate TP. But it doesn't matter nonetheless. He will go down. S4's just kind of backed off into the jungle. There's going to be a TP down to the bottom lane to help out Big Daddy here. Bone 7 still seeing a level 4. You got no tail. Halfway through level 3 at the moment. CS-wise still. EE leading at the top of this board. 6.5 minutes into this game. Things looking, well, very good for the side of Cloud9. I think a lot of people expected Secret to absolutely walk over this one, but so far, it is very even. And if anything, a slight edge for EE, but you just got to be very aware of the Artor Shadow Fiend. 37 for 16. He's going to be able to back up and utilize these jungle camps as well here on the Radiant side. And Artor's just going to get bigger and better at this point. There's also a bit of it. Wow, here we go. Smoke up from S4 and Puppey. S4 has now hit level 6 here. Has the Sonic Wave. Puppey's going to try and lead in here with the slow onto Fata, but Fata realizes something up, and yeah, he does back himself up behind this tier 1. Rocket Flare's coming out from Zeiss, so just confirm for the side of Secret. Invoker is pretty much on his own here. And Fata realizes he's in a dangerous position and does just keep himself safe and backed up. And well, they're going to try and go in for this. There's a TP in from Big Daddy No-Tail, and S4 and Puppey, they want to go for this one here. There's going to be a snowball straight away heading for Arteezy. There's another TP coming in as well. And can the side of Cloud9 turn this? There's going to be a shallow grave onto Big Daddy No-Tail, providing him the sustainable to stay alive. And Arteezy, he might be in trouble. He pops the charges. He's going to remain like massive Sonic Wave onto 3. The Screamer Pain will bring down Bone 7 here on the puck. And Secret forcing out a lot of TPs there. Cloud9 trying to do what they can to turn it around, but they end up having to walk back to base with their tails tucked between their legs. And a massive Sonic Wave there from S4 on the quad allowed the side of Secret to even find the kill onto Bone 7. Now EE, well, he's found himself a Puppey, but well, Puppey's found him as Artor's found him as well. So EE probably not wanting to stick around here at this situation Oh, there's a hook shot from Zai here from downtown. Doppelganger's out, though. Zai's going to try and run this one down. He's got the battery assault. There's going to be a strike coming in. It will catch Zai. He turns it around and he brings down the clockwork. There's a wraparound from Arteezy. Oh, he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And Artur, he's certainly the hard place. He's looking for the raises here. Puppey chasing him up to the high ground. He hasn't got a doppelganger here for 10 seconds. Puppey's out of mana. It is only the right clicks that he can provide here. Arteezy trying to chase this one down. Does he manage to get himself out of this? He's going to have the doppelganger again here. Can he do for a big play here? He's going to go south. He looks for the TP, but it's not going to work there. Artur with a final raise will bring down the PL. And that's going to be able to get the money in the bank for Arteezy to have his treads finished and 550 gold on top of that as well. Bottom lane, S4's got a double damage. And S4 and Kuroki, they're working on this tower. The tower is very close to going down. The defense is there from Bone 7 and Big Daddy mid lane. Well, they want to try and do something about this Arteezy. That was a big kill here for the Shadow Fiend. I mean, Arteezy's farm's insane. 53 for 16, 2 kills at the moment. Let's have a look at the net worth as we're coming up to the 10-minute mark. Yeah, he's top of the board at this point of the game. 4.1k on your Arteezy Shadow Fiend. Oh, still top lane. Zai is working towards his Earnest Shadows. By the looks of it, he's got those couple of gauntlets already finished in the bank. And, well, Bone 7. Maybe wanting to do something here. We do see on the side of Cloud9, they've got Big Daddy No-Tail. They've also got Mr. Dazzle, Mr. Misery. The question is, can they actually get the jump onto S4? They need to find the waning rift, and well, S4's actually going to try and go on to Bone 7. Kuroki's there as well. S4's just going to hold himself back. Still 10 seconds before he's got that Sonic Wave available again. Ping's coming out. Looks like the side of Secret they want to group up here. And maybe look for a bit of action. We've got 4 of them in the jungle at the moment. Puppey's just been making the stacks here. Almost certainly for Arteezy. Arteezy will be able to grab himself this 10-minute rune. Oh, Big Daddy No-Tail. He's snowballing in here onto S4, but there's a lot of the side of Secret here. Hookshot going to go straight past onto Bone 7. There will be a sleep here from Kuroki on the high ground, trying to set things up on the sidelines of the sleep. S4 blows up No-Tail there with a Sonic Wave. Bone 7 pops down the Dream Core. There's backup coming in from Fata, but it doesn't matter. Bone 7, he's already dead. Puppey controlling Misery here from the high ground. It's a double kill for S4. S4 will be able to blink himself away. Zai gets out as well. And Team Secret, again, just taking the favorable trades against the side of Cloud9. Great control from the team, and Puppey there just from the high ground. We saw him holding back heroes such as Misery, ensuring that he couldn't get in range for the shallow grave or such. And well, top lane, Arteezy. He smells farm, and he's going to look for it right here. 11 minutes in. Still at the top of the board. He wants to contest with EE now. EE's doing pretty well. Arteezy, he's going for the Arteezy Midas now. After the treads. Why not? If the game's going good like this for your side, there's no reason to not try and excel your lead. And it's Arteezy. There's no more explanation needed than that for the Midas pick up there. Mid lane, S4, he's been given the space to find some farm. Kuroki, how's he doing here? Level 7 at the moment on this Nagasara, and he's got arcane boots as well. Coming up to 900 gold on top of the poor man's shield. And well, C9, they're smoking up on the top lane. Misery and No-Tail, they want to try and help EE find a kill. It's going to be a kill onto Zai if they get it. The question is Zai? Is he going to be aware of this one? He's coming a little bit far out. He's got to be careful here, Zai. They really want to find this jump. If they can get a lead in with a Spirit Lance. They can't really follow that one up. Big Daddy No-Tail Misery. Still hanging right back behind the PL. They need Zai to go a little bit more ballsy if they want to try and capitalize on this and find the kill. Oh, mid lane. Arteezy just continuing to contest Fata. And I mean, look at the level difference now. Level 11 against the level 8 of this Invoker. Arteezy 6.1k. Against the 3.6. Fada's trying to do what he can. PL will be able to clear out this top tower. Arteezy trying to finish this one off. He's going to put the wreck. Oh! Arteezy, have mercy, please. Big Daddy No-Tail TP's in. It's going to be a double kill there as Artur with the raises picks off Fata as well. My goodness. This Shadow Fiend, somebody stop him. He's 4 for 0 at the moment. He's got the Ogre Club now. And it's just too much for Cloud9. Bottom lane, Zai. He's got himself an Invis rune. Hookshot is available here. He's going to look to go in for the kill. And, well, now that the creep wave has been taken down, just the Zai hookshot. Prepare yourself. There it is. Were they prepared? No, they weren't. Bone 7, he's going to be shallow grave by Misery just in time. Misery will go down. And Bone 7, it looks like he's going to die anyway. Tries to escape. It's not enough. Zai there with a double kill. Perfect setup. And now he's TPing in. He wants to go for the plays. He wants to find something. At the same time, Big Daddy No-Tail snowballing onto Zai. Zai will juke out the Sunstrike. He's not going to connect. Puppey trying to set this one around. Trying to bring down the Sigil. Eternal Envy throwing out the Lance here onto Zai. Brings Zai low. Fata. He's looking for the cleanup now. Going over the Phantom Wrist. They will be able to take down Zai. Can they find anything more here? They've lost the tower here as Kuroki's able to finish that one off, and with the 4 members of Secret here, I don't think Cloud9 want to run into this one, but Secret, they want to run into Cloud9. Kuroki leading in with the sleep. Here we go. Heartseasy trying to find himself in position. He doesn't have the Requiem of Souls, but he might not need it here with just the punches onto 5. There'll be a Sunstrike coming down. It will disconnect on Arteezy. They can bring Arteezy down. That's going to be massive. They do. They get the kill onto Artor. Boneseven's getting low with the freeze from Puppey holding him in place. S4 on a dominating streak. Now he's trying to see if he can clean up this one. He's trying to chase down the quad, but he's a little bit low on mana. He's gone for that greedy E build where he gets those boosted travels up, and it's not going to be able to offer him too much in this fight. S4 contemplating whether he can go back in here. But again, a massive fight there, but a good fight for C9 in the sense that they did take down Zai, and they also managed to bring down Arteezy there. So Cloud9, I think they'll be a little bit happier with that one, especially compared to some of the other engagements we've seen. Oh, Zai, he wanted more. He didn't find it though. He was looking for misery. The creeps were there blocking it all. And again, so 11 for 6 at the moment between these sides. My goodness. And Puppey, he's going to celebrate with a little bit of Frozen. Why not? Why not, indeed? The chances he's going to be able to get off an ultimate in these fights is going to be pretty damn hard. 14 minutes in. Cloud9, what's their plan? What is the game plan? Well, it's going to be to smoke up. Here we go. No tail. Misery. They're going to go into the Radiant jungle. Will they find anyone, though? The side is Secret. They've got 3 heroes on the mid lane, 2 towards the top. Zai and Arteezy, they're looking for a killer. They don't have the hook shot. It's going to be very hard to control and bring down EE. At least they can make him feel the pressure and force him back out of the lane. This rotation from Misery and No Tail. The question is it actually going to achieve anything? There's no one around. And, whoa, there's going to be a TP coming down here. Is Puppey. Puppey, he's going to pop down the ward and, well, smoke will be dispelled, so they know that the CM's around. I think Puppey as well, obviously, with that ward placement, he knows exactly what's going on. And it's very unlikely that C9 are going to be able to catch him out here. Yeah, Puppey playing incredibly safely there. Top lane, the press is being applied here from Artor and S4. They're trying to take down this tier 1 on the top lane. Yeah. At the same time, C9 just looking for a trade of their own. Mid lane, a lot of TPs coming in from Secret. They want to try and contest. Artor is coming quite far out. They know he's not got a tier 1 to back up to. So in a very vulnerable position. Arteezy will just stand strong here on the top lane. And will almost certainly be able to take down this tier 1. The question is, Cloud9, did they get the trade? Yeah, it looks like it. Will Secret try and contest this one, though? S4's moving down there. He's got the Sonic Wave available. There's going to be a TP in as well from Arteezy. They want to fight this. They don't want to give up this tower without a fight. And, well, they're going to look for a jump. And, oh, Big Daddy is going to try and TP out. Is the burst damage going to be there? Yeah, Puppey with the ultimate there, bringing down the Tusk. And the rest of C9 will simply TP away. So they lose the tier 1 on the top lane. They lose a support. And they don't even get the tier 1 tower there, Cloud9. That's not the kind of action they were looking for. C9 and, well, it's now Arteezy off the back of that. Only 400 gold away from the BKB. 16 minutes in, on top of his Treads, Midas and Aquila. This is pretty scary stuff for the side of Cloud9. They do still have this EEP out. Went for the old boosted traveler course to ensure that wherever there's farm being sniffed out, he can head over there. He can get himself in any lane at any time that looks to be safe. And at the moment, the safest place to be is indeed the top lane. And he's managing to keep his CS up and farm up, but he's still a good 2,000 behind Arteezy at the moment, top of the board. And ancient stack as well here being made for the side of Secret. This is, they're using the map perfectly, and, well, they're going to go for the deny here as well now. Just shutting down any hopes of C9 getting a big kind of gold boost. And Arteezy with the Illusion Room will now look to clear out some of these ancients, and that's going to be more than enough to help him finish off the BKB. Zai, he's got the urn finished. What are we seeing from other heroes on the side? S4 working towards that Orchid. As the first Oblivion Self, 1200 towards the second. And Kuroki, he's got a mech. He's got a mech. Puppey. Doing very well this game as well. He's a CM, 17 minutes in, hasn't died at all. And if that doesn't earn your guys' respect, then I don't know what does. The medallion, with that recipe that we saw in his inventory earlier, has been completed by Zai as well. So this clockwork, certainly going to be something that you don't want to mess with, especially if you kind of look at the physical damage and the armor reduction that Secret have with the Riptide. You know, with the presence of the Dark Lord passive that Arteezy's now managed to scale up to level 3. This is going to be a lot with the medallion. They can certainly look for Roshan if they want to. But at this point, I think Secret, they don't even need to. They're happy just waiting for Cloud9 and jumping on them straight away. Boneseven, he is very, very close to his Blink Dagger here, and now he does have enough money for it on the puck. But yeah, here we go. Secret with the tools of their capability with the medallion finished on Zai. They're just going to go for Roche. They realize that they can take it incredibly quickly, and it's going to be very, very hard for Cloud9 to contest. And here we go. Roche and Dada half health. Cloud9, they're in their own base at the moment. What's the plan here from Cloud9? We've got the Necro book. It's only level 1, but it is out on the Invoker. Diffusal Blade has now been finished by EE, so in terms of the fighting potential, he's certainly going to be able to pack a hell of a more of a punch than he was when he was just fighting with his boots of travel. But that is going to be the Roshan down. Aegis now on RTZ. And they will see, well, Artur at least will TP up to this top lane. Look to continue his massive gold lead at this point of the game. And in fact, let's have a look at the graphs to see how the overall team's looking. Yeah, it's coming up to 7.5k in terms of XP. Gold-wise, we're just over the 5,000 as well for the side of Team Secret. Impressive stuff indeed. And oh, RTZ. Needs to be a bit careful because C9, they're moving in towards the top lane. Bone 7 blinking forward. He wants to try and catch out Artur and do it straight away here with the Dream Call and the Waning Rift. He has, of course, got the Aegis. He's going to pop the BKB. There'll be a Sunstrike coming down. The pure damage, of course, going for the Magic Immunity. Will force him back. But at the end of the day, I think Secret will be happy with that. I mean, that was a big rotation there from Cloud9. And all they were able to do at the end of the day is force out the BKB charge. Aegis still sitting safely in the hands of the Shadow Fiend. They couldn't even kill him once. There's a little bit of a worry there for the side of Cloud9. Certainly, to say the least. And Cloud9, I think they need to kind of just focus on getting the PL's farm at this point. And the problem is, with the 4 heroes, with how the game's gone so far, they can't really fight without him. They need EE for these engagements. And just see EE at the moment very aggressively pushing down this lane Puppy. I mean, he just does it. He's not scared at all of this PL. Stands there, clears out the illusions. He just says, well, screw that. I'm not pushing this anymore. And he needs to be careful now because S4's got his Orchid complete. 20 minutes in. E will simply TP out. Looks like Fata might do the same thing here, heading into the tree line. Yeah, he's going to TP back towards the mid lane as well. So they do avoid a potential fight that Secret were looking for here. And Zai. Well, it took about the S4 in. This is certainly feeling like the Zyra in this game. He's got himself another Invis ring. We saw it set up at the bottom earlier. A double kill here for the Clockwork. Let's see what he can do with it this time. He has got the hook shot available. And he has got the rest of the team with him as well. Arteezy's leading the way here. Coming up to 2.3k gold in the bank on top of this BKB. And Kuroki's he's smoked up as well here. Ready to pop the song if necessary, to set something up or to get the team the hell out of there. And here we go, S4 and Arteezy. Just looking to take the tier 2. Fortification will come out. At the same time, EE and Bone 7 are on the top lane. Just looking for a push of their own. No Tails just spamming out the ice shards here, trying to do what he can to stop this, but it's not going to be enough. CM is able to deny a tower here. And EE trying to do what he can to take down this tier 2, but the pushing power just is nowhere near the same amount of potential as the Shadow Fiend. As with this push, Secret should be able to claim this tier 2, and even if they wanted, they could probably back off and defend the tier 2 on the top lane from the side of Cloud9. Farte's managed to find himself the level 2 Necro, but still we haven't seen that much come out from this Invoker. We saw Farte pull off a bit of a big play there on the bottom lane earlier when Zai did go in with a hook shot, and the side of C9 were able to turn it round, taking down both RTZ and Zai. Since that, the fact it's gone 12 for 6, the XP and the gold certainly going the way of the side of Team Secret. And here we go, ready to go up to the high ground. Cloud9, they need to do something. They need to pull something out of the bag, and they need it to be big. Weave's going to get thrown down onto Arteezy as well. He's taking a lot of heavy damage here with the Forge Spears hitting down, forcing the Shadow Fiend back. Still does have this Aegis. He's still got this BKB, and Arteezy just doesn't care. He stands there. Oh, that's a nice cheeky Sunstrike, and brings Artur incredibly low. And the Ice Shards will pop the Aegis now. So the question is, does Secret want to stick around now with the fact that the Aegis isn't there anymore on the SS7? Looks like they do. At this point, with the lead that they have, they feel confident going toe-to-toe with Cloud9. And Cloud9, they're going to have to do something about this. Song from Kuroki. They're looking to set something up here. Who's Arteezy going to look for with the Requiem? He's going to look for Farte. He's going to pop it. Is he going to get the timing? Yes, he is. Goodbye, Invoker. There's going to be a snowball from Big Daddy trying to keep himself alive. Bone 7 jumping into the middle of the mall with the Mech Speed Pod. In fact, it's the Guardian Greaves here for the side of Team Secret. And Team Secret, they've been able to take down 2. They take down 3. A buyback coming out from Farte. Misery getting low. He's had to shallow grave himself. Kuroki is feeling the aggression over EE there with the Diffusal Blade. Misery will go down. Arteezy still alive. He got himself a triple kill. And now we're going to see if AE can clean up. They've managed to find 3 key heroes from the side of Secret, but it's 4 heroes down on Cloud9. It was a dieback from Fata. And, I mean, they do end up defending the base, but at a huge cost. And EE, Jackie Mao, he throws away. Everyone's dead. And with that, Zion's S4, they're just going to return to the tier 3. I mean, EE can buy back, and he might need to here. Because Big Daddy. Oh, No-Tail, you're a flower, but apparently it's time for you to be pruned. And now EE's going in on his own. No, sorry, it's Bone 7. Bone 7's back. He's still dead. He's not buying back for this one. Okay, so that didn't go as bad at the end. You know, they lost No-Tail, but it was a sacrificial offering there to the side of Secret, as it did mean that they didn't actually manage to finish off the racks, but still, things looking very tricky for Cloud9. I mean, we've got RTs now 13.2k, S4 looking very, very healthy as well in terms of the gold. And he's got himself a double damage here as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. XP wise, over 10k. Gold wise, over 10,000 gold as well. Lead for the side of Team Secret. RT's, he's got his Eagle song now on top of the BKB. And Secret, they want more. Smoking up now. Puppy, Kuroki, and Zai. What can they find? Mid lane, who are we seeing? Well, Bone 7 and Fata hanging around by the tier 2. Lots of drawings coming out here. Secret, they really want to find something here with this rotation. The ping's coming out. They know that they're towards this mid lane. The siege creep. Good old Carty scouted out for the team. Do they want to try and jump on this, or are they just going to try and secure the space to take this tier 2? Both things could certainly work here. And Zai. Oh, Misery. Oh, they're coming in, Cloud9. They're coming into the jungle. The ping's coming out. It's all been scouted out. And now the song is going to set up the fight here for Secret. Zai's going to move in between both No-Tail and Fata. Going to look for the cog pushback, pushing them right into the center of this fight. Orchid onto Big Daddy. The Sonic Wave flying through as well. That's the touchdown. Fata down as well on the Evoker. Neither heroes with buyback. Hook shot onto Misery. He is on the high ground, but he's almost certainly going to die as well. He's going to be able to keep himself alive here with a shallow grave. But the tick damage should be enough. And RT's here with a Requiem flying through. Will be juked out by Bone 7. It's a godlike streak here for S4. Now the blink forward. Double kill as well, claimed by the Quap. He gets the Orchid onto E. He's able to take down the Quap though with the diffusal blade. Now the net holding E down. Will he be able to live for this? Puppy, he sits there and he lets it go. That's a 5-hero teamwork. But it's Cloud9, they're all on the deck. Secret, they lose S4 but nothing else. 24-10. Secret, they're ready to try and take another tier 2, and Cloud9, it's absolutely brutal. The difference now is going to be exponentially awful for the side of Cloud9. It's coming up to 14k. It's going to be much more than that after that fight ticks in. You can consider this tier 2 well and truly gone. And maybe even more if they decide to push. Here we go, Secret. What's the plan? S4's going to be back up in a good 15 seconds or so. RTZ does now have the completed butterfly. We're just 26 minutes into this game, and you know, I was saying, you know, we were looking at the stats earlier. RTZ at the moment in this tournament, highest gold per minute on average. And I think this game's certainly going to help to that, and if anything, push up that average even higher. Because we can expect to see some very impressive stats coming up on the scoreboard here at the end of the game. Oh, no, well, if the butterfly wasn't enough, he's just picked himself up a casual blink. Yeah, he's got the money to do so, why not? Wow, let's have a look how else. So yeah, as we saw in those other fights, Kuroki, the fact he's got completed Guardian Greaves, it's been absolutely huge in these team fights. And S4 with these incredibly clutch silences thanks to the Orchid. And well, we were talking about it at the beginning, the Tusk. Poor old No-Tail. It's a hero, I believe it's 13 for 1 so far in this tournament. And I was saying, you know, Zai, he likes to run it himself, so if a team were ever going to know how to deal with the Tusk, Secret were going to be it, and it looks like this game, the Tusk just hasn't done a lot against them. Bit of an unfortunate game here for No-Tail, and who can blame him? Secret, they've just had the control over the side. There's still a lot resting on the shoulders here of EE. Can he pull anything off at this point with the Phantom Lancer? I think the problem is you just look at his items, and you realise he's got to do that up against both RTZ and S4. And the other main course, the Invoker, he's got himself the level 3 Necro, which is going to be fairly good in these fights, but The question is if it's going to be good enough. And it just doesn't feel like it at this moment, 28 minutes in. Especially with Secret now looking for Roshan again and Cloud9. They're all pushed back into their base. Do they look to come out for this one? It's going to be a risky play for them, but they might need to. Because if Secret get their hands on this Aegis, they're going to be ready to push the high ground. Sunstrike will scout it out, but it's all too late. Roshan goes down. RTZ gets the Aegis under his belt. And they're ready to go for a push here. Secret returning towards the mid lane. Here we go. I mean, the storyline for this side so far, we saw a great beginning for Artur in the mid lane, and this is kind of testament to why a lot of teams like to take the Shadow Fiend away. And here we go. Onto the tier 2. And maybe onto more as well. As Secret, they're ready to try and break the base here. Pings coming out from the side of Cloud9. He, in fact, doing the pings there. I don't know what he kind of expects from his side. Because, well, RTZ is on the racks. Now, Cloud9, what can they do to stop this? There'll be TPs coming in. Everyone's going to be here for the defense. And, well, Ice Shards are going to trap out RTZ here. S4 trying to go in, trying to find the silence hit potential on someone. RTZ being caught in the corner here. Forge Spirits as well, trapping him. He will be forced back out there. And, well, he's still going to hang around here. Second Ice Shards fly through, trying to disrupt this fight. RTZ's just a little bit too tanky here at this point. 29.5 minutes in, 24 for 10. And Secret. Here we go, S4. He's got the rune. And Bone7 just coming in with the Raining Rift, trying to do something now. Kuroki, he wants to set this one up. He's got the sleep. We're going to see Artur looking for the Requiem onto 2. Big Daddy and Bone7. Do you remember those heroes? Because now they're gone. 3 heroes down. Zyhook running onto Farte. He'll fall as well. There's going to be a buyback from Bone7. But he's going to get orchid up straight away. That's a dieback. GG is called by Bone7. And ladies and gentlemen, Team Secret there taking game 1 against Cloud9. And he tucks his tail between his legs. He runs away from the disaster that is his ancient exploding. And what a game there. Team Secret. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're going to be going to game 2.